Hey everyone, this is Kimmy, Mama on a Mission, and I have a short but sweet thrift haul for y'all today. In fact, I'm gonna say it, y'all, sometimes I feel a little uncomfortable saying it, but I got a banger, okay? I picked up something awesome. I couldn't even wait to show you guys. I literally have another thrift haul behind me that I was supposed to video before this, but because I got so excited to show you guys this one, I skipped it all and I rushed to do this thrift haul. So if you're new with me, I am a 14-year online reseller. I've done all the things. I've done Amazon, my own website. I currently do eBay, Poshmark, Mercari, and Depop part-time to maybe close to full-time, mostly part-time. But I have a little story to tell you with a thrift haul, with a banger. And you're not going to want to miss this one because it is pretty sweet. It's going to be like 15-20 minutes. I'm going to tell you a little bit of a story before just to kind of build your suspense up. And but it's going to be worth it because if you are a new reseller or even if you're not, like the reselling environment is always changing. And you always have to be up to speed on what's happening. Like something I sold 2 years ago easily could be worth pennies today because of a million things, right? Trends change, the market changes, things get oversaturated, a million different things. So if you're new or even if you're an old reseller, you know, things are always changing. So I have something that's really, really hot right now that I'm really excited about. I'm going to show you at the end. I promise you it's going to be worth it. But I also have a couple other things, some very solid finds here. So let me just tell you a very short story. You're going to have to get through it with my boring old lady story. So, like I said, I'm a 14-year reseller. I've done a lot of things. One thing I'm really trying to focus on right now is expanding my market and my opportunities. And that is because reselling is more popular than ever. I tell people that I was a reseller before it was cool because 14 years ago is when I first started doing that. And it's because of these two right here, my handsome sons. I wanted to be able to be home with them, but I also knew, y'all, life is expensive. I knew I had to have an income stream. So I started way back then reselling in order to help my boys, which I know they look young here. They're older than this, but it's one of my favorite pictures of them. So I started way back then. Things have changed completely. And, you know, reselling is hard these days. There's a lot of people reselling. There's a lot of markets out there. There's a lot of people in the thrift stores. Heck, there's even a song about popping them tags, right? I mean, I heard that song and I was like, oh my gosh, my life in a song, because I've been doing this a long, long time. But the market, it's hard to be a reseller. So I wanted to open up my market. I found out that like 30 to 45 minutes away were a couple of thrift stores that I had never gone to before. Now, I'm in a rural part of Wisconsin. Everything is at least a half hour, like everything. So 30 to 45 minutes didn't seem like a big deal, and I wanted to find a new market. I ended up going to 3 new thrift stores and then one that I had been to. I would say one of them was worth it, but I guess if I made it all in one day, then checking out each one of them real quick just to see what they had is worth it. I mean, this is the receipt I got from one of them. We're talking about tiny little beep beep deet 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 type of cash registers. We're not talking about Goodwill deet 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 things. These are hole in the wall thrift stores. A couple of them were really good. A lot of times these hole-in-the-wall thrift stores, though, what I will say, have really good reasons to support. They support local communities, maybe women's programs, shelters, animal shelters, all kinds of things. So I would, you know, it's really easy to get caught up in the Goodwill, Salvation Army, Savers, all these different things. But the hole-in-the-wall ones, a lot of times have really good programs. So it is good to support them as well. And I made sure to buy at every single one of them because that part is important to me. Sometimes resellers get a really bad rap, but I will tell you that I love saving things from the depths of a garbage can somewhere. I love recycling things. I love giving old things new life. And I love supporting, you know, some of these organizations that help the local community, help the homeless, help women's shelters, all the things. So, a couple of them were a bust. Honestly, I bought like one thing at one place just because I had to, and I'll show you it. And I bought a couple things at another one, and then at the end, we'll get the banger. But there's some good finds here, so let's get started. Out of the 3 hole-in-the-wall thrift stores, one of them had like solid pricing. Basically everything, all the kids' items were $1. All the women's items were $2, with like some very small exceptions. But $2 these days, I don't know where you're from, but $2 for a clothing item in my area, even being as rural as we are, is kind of unheard of for an adult item. So this was a fun find. If you guys don't know, that says no boundaries. A lot of the Walmart brands, they have now transitioned as of like 3, 4, 5, 6 years ago. No Boundaries really isn't a brand that's being produced by Walmart anymore. And ironically enough, people are looking for Y2K, a type of Walmart No Boundaries and Faded Glory items. Yeah, you heard me. Old Walmart items people want, okay? And this is new with tags. Here's that old No Boundaries tag. And it even says cargo wide leg. That is a style. I'm just banging into stuff here. That is a style that people are looking for, is the cargo wide leg. So this is a Y2K, new with tags, cargo pant. This is the style right now for a certain group of people. They say the more pockets, the better. Okay? Another tip I'm going to give y'all. It is going to be worth your 15 minutes of time or 20 minutes to get to the banger at the end, because I'm giving y'all some advice here too. These cargo pants, super popular right now. Everybody wants this Y2K cargo, several pockets, and more of like a wide leg, or at least a straight for sure pant. So I paid $2 for these. Sold are looking to be 20 to 25, and I was happy to pick that up. Looks like about 20 years ago, this was like $16. New with tags, which I guess, you know, I don't know. Ooh, yeah, I love this item. So this is the one item I bought at one of the thrift stores, and they support the local community, and I wanted to support them back. So I normally would not pay up this much for this. It says made in Canada. You can see this is the type of thrift store I'm going to, is like this tiny little tag. This little thing says it all. Ralph Lauren men's jacket, size 54, $12. So this is the only thing I picked up. It was like $12.89 with tax, but it's a Ralph Lauren blazer. Now, if you've listened to any of my other videos, you know that Ralph Lauren is popular again. It really never went out of style, but there was a little dip, and it's made a huge comeback. Normally I wouldn't, it must be on the other side. Normally I wouldn't pay $12, but I wanted to support this thrift store, and I thought this was the best way that I could. Ralph Lauren, you can see it right there. And this is a vintage piece. It's not super old, but it's older. It's made in Canada, and it is a 100% wool natural stretch fiber, which I don't know what the natural stretch part is. So that's the reasons why I picked it up. Men's, size 54 is a bigger size. Ralph Lauren is super popular right now. 100% wool. Not sure about the natural stretch fiber, but these are all reasons why this will sell. And my comps were in the 35 range. And that's worth it for me. Looks a little ugly right now because I just messed it up. But it's just your typical blazer. This one doesn't have as many of the nice buttons, but Ralph Lauren is definitely a pickup right now. And to be able to support them, that was very important to me. So this is a brand that's kind of on the outs, but not. It's still selling. Johnny O. Size extra large. This is like a long sleeve. This is a silk blend, which is another, I talked to you guys about stacking reasons why to pick it up. If you only have one reason to pick it up, especially if it's expensive or over your budget, it's not worth it, okay? So Johnny O is a decent brand. It's getting a little bit oversaturated, and I feel like less people are picking it up because of that. The size is an extra large, which is not bad. It's a Henley, like a quarter zip, but it's a silk blend. So I picked this up for the $2. You know, you're not going to get much more than 25 bucks for that, but honestly, $2 to $25 is not a bad flip. Be a little bit selective about your Johnny O items. I have a couple cool things in here though. This was something that I picked up at a more mainstream thrift store. And I was a little reluctant about it, but I'll tell you why. So this is Johnston & Murphy, which is a sports, primarily a golfing brand, or more of a preppy brand. I paid $5.99 for this. It's a full button down, all over print. Now, another thing I'm going to teach y'all is that some golfers and people who are more in the preppy style, they love these all over prints. And I got a better one coming right here, but this diamond print, the full button down, it is a size extra large. Johnston & Murphy. I'm sorry I didn't button that for you. I was just too excited to get to this haul. These are selling at about $25. So $6 to $25, but it's going into golfing season as well. So that's also a smart reason to pick it up. And honestly, it's a solid find. This one might sell even faster because of the print. All over print. Look at this. Y'all. Come on. Come on now. Hope my lighting's a little bit better. I'm working on my lighting. Clearly not working on my hair, okay? Someday I'm going to wear makeup and put my hair down, and you guys are going to think you're on the wrong page, okay? Because you're going to be like, who is that? She doesn't look like she came out of a trash can. Okay, so obviously this person... This was probably the same person who donated both of these. Again, Johnston & Murphy, more of a golfer, kind of a golfing, preppy type of brand. But this margarita print, love it. This is fantastic. Think of like all the guys going to a Friday night. They're having like a guys' night out, and the funny guy wears the margarita print golf shirt. You know, this is the kind of stuff that some of the golfers are looking for, this all over print, more of a novelty print. The funnier, the better, the bigger, the bolder, the better. These will get me 25, like I said, and that's okay with me. I'm actually going to get to this because some of y'all are going to be like, what? So this is one of the things I picked up in one of the hole in the wall. I talked to you guys about intimates. The brand is Enell. E-N-E-L-L. Go Google it. Go look on eBay. You're like, what? This little bra is worth like 40 bucks? Maybe. There's a lot of bra brands. There's a lot of intimate brands. There's a lot into those that category. Okay, but if you start like kind of study what brands do well and what styles do well, then you can make good money, because a lot of times people overlook the intimates, the bras, the nighties, the camisoles, okay? So look up this brand. I paid $1.50 for this brand, and the solds are, I feel pretty confident from $1.50, I'm gonna get $25 out of this. It's a front closure, a multi-front closure, a very pretty color. I know some, for some it's kind of uncomfortable to do things in the intimates or the bras, but that's okay. If you're into kind of looking into those things, look at some of my old videos and continue to follow me, because I do quite a bit in intimate and swim. I mean, quite a bit considering I'm a one-woman show at part-time. But you'll learn a lot, and to be able to take 150 into 25-30 for this little thing. And also, if you guys think about it, I'm a woman, and things are happening all the time here. So to be able to give them an opportunity to purchase a bra that's probably an $80 bra at $25 to $30, to feel good about themselves, I'm not mad about it. So don't discount the intimate part if you can. You don't have to. A lot of people don't, and that's okay too. I'm okay with that. Here you go. Here's another one, Polo by Ralph Lauren. This is a size large. I paid $6. Again, the Polo Ralph Lauren, this is like a solid pickup. Solid pickup is like, when you buy it what you're gonna get for it. 25 to 35 on most long sleeve button up Ralph Lauren, Polo Ralph Lauren shirts, if it's a decent size. This is a size large with kind of a nice like yellow, blue, and white stripe here. Some of the smaller sizes or the more basic polos, you're only looking at like 15, and then you have a blazer that's in a larger size, and you're looking at 35 or more. So those are all things that you kind of learn as you go. But Polo Ralph Lauren, Lauren Ralph Lauren, all the different, there's like 6, 7 Ralph Lauren lines. Those are always good to know. And if you're wondering why this is in a trash bag, which that is actually for me, it's because one of the small hole-in-the-wall thrift stores, that's what they gave it to me. That's what they gave my items in, was a garbage bag. Yeah, this one was cool. I feel like this is a cool pickup. It's not $1 million pickup, but it's still pretty sweet. Look at this. Flintstones. Meet the Flintstones. Yabba dabba do time. So I thought this was really cool. People really like their vintage hats. Here's the tag on the inside. You can kind of tell by like the discoloration, and it says right on here, what does it say? It says made in the USA by Fresh Cap, which is kind of funny. I would say this is a Y2K, so it's probably 25 to 30 years old. Could be a late 90s. I haven't done all my research on it. It was cool. It's $4.99. Comps are looking at $20 to $25 pretty quickly. It looks like this color was more sought after, and sometimes, and maybe it's because that dog. Oh, I should know because I grew up in this era. But that purple color, sometimes if you look into items and you're looking up comps, sometimes the color arrangement really makes a huge difference. And I think this purple color and the black were really sought after. So pay attention to that. I already got through my crazy, went on a whim to all these new thrift stores. I do think there's opportunity there, and I feel like if I had a little bit more time to look into them, I think it's somewhere I can go, because as a reseller, like I said, you really have to have a diverse, at least I do, because the competition is only getting heavier. You have to be diverse, and you have to be open, and you have to be learning all the time. And that's why I'm going to show you this. The banger. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I do videos looking like this. So here it is. This item, I'm going to tell you, is to not skip the kids items, although I can completely understand why some people don't go away. I'm going to show you. This is worth the money, but kids items can be overwhelming because there's usually a huge selection and there's a lot to go through. But if you know, you know. Y'all, somebody chime in. Does anybody know? I know some of us are like, what? What? Why? Why? I know. I feel you guys. This is the banger. See if I can get you. Here's what I'm going to tell you in a quick 1 minute so I can get you guys out of here. The banger is a Teletubbies from late 90s pair of bibs. What I can tell you that, if you don't believe me, go look. Google or eBay right now. Look up Teletubby denim, Teletubby, and granted it needs to be like a vintage or Y2K, something a little bit older. Denim, shirts, they're going for a ton, okay? And what I will also say is a lot of more vintage children's clothing is going for a lot. Well, I mean, a lot considering it's kids. What do I think I'm going to get on this? I think I'm going to get $50 to $75 on this little kids vintage bibs. If you know, you know. I need to know if anybody out there knew that this type of Y2K kids, what other things like Rugrats, of course, always Disney, Looney Tunes, anything that has any of this like graphic, patchwork, embroidery. Here it is. I'm sorry. It says Teletubbies on it. No, I did not love this show personally as a kid, but this is worth a lot. Promise you. Go look it up. Look up Teletubbies denim, Teletubbies clothes on eBay. I think there's a couple on Etsy. And you'll find, you'll be like, you know what? That was a smart 20 minutes I just spent with Kimmy from Mama on a Mission. That's a banger. I know it's not the banger you expected, but it is a banger, and I'm going to put it up for auction, and I will probably do a follow-up and see how it did. I paid $3.99 for that Teletubby bib. I'm going to start the auction at $49.99. We'll see how it does. What do you guys think? You think I'm crazy? Consider subscribing to the channel. I have a ton of different videos, informative videos, hauls, what sold, all kinds of things, what didn't sell. So subscribe to the channel, follow up in like a week or two, and I'll tell you how did that actually go. I'm interested to know as well, but I think it's going to do pretty good. So thanks if you made it to the end. You guys know I appreciate you. Thanks for putting 20 minutes into my channel. It really means a lot, and I hope this does really good. So you guys let me know. Talk to you guys soon. Bye.